WCPO.com.
Now, 11 at 11, nonstop news and weather on 9 on your side.
We begin with severe weather. Strong rain and storms move through the tri-state, and there is potential for more severe weather tomorrow. Good evening, everyone. I'm Tanya O'Rourke.
And I'm Craig McKee. Let's get straight to Chief Meteorologist Steve Raleigh for your first check of the forecast at 11. Steve?
Well, guys, while we don't have severe weather in the area right now, we do have some very strong storms, and I was checking some of the winds, and they're just below severe criteria to about 45 miles an hour. So we're still talking about some pretty strong gusty winds, lightning, and heavy rain. Let me show you where we are right now with our 9 first warning Doppler. You'll notice temperatures are in the middle 60s right at the moment. Wherever you see some of that red or yellow shades, like up here in Warren County, Butler, Hamilton, down through Boone County, in through southeast Indiana, that's that real torrential rain. One of the strongest lines moving across greater Cincinnati right now. Take a look at this line from Hamilton, almost in Forest Park, about to hit Reading, through the west side, Norwood, downtown, Villa Hills, Wilder, Taylor Mill, Florence. You're going to see this line, and it'll continue working across. There is even another pocket up here by Mason and Lebanon as well. As you look at the bigger picture, you'll see that line moving off to the east, northeast right at the moment. As we go to the future view, you'll see we'll be done by about 2 o'clock in the morning. And for your morning plans, you're going to be okay. Just some clouds around here and only a chance for a shower. Temperatures will be in the low 60s out the door at 7 a.m. But as you mentioned at the top, we've got another round of rain and storms, and we could see more severe weather. I've got that timeline coming up.
All right, see you in just a few minutes, Steve. Meanwhile, you can stay ahead of the storms wherever you are. Download the Storm Shield app to your smartphone. It sends weather alerts based on your specific location, and it's absolutely free. Breaking news right now, firefighters are on the scene of a house fire in Pleasant Ridge. You're looking live from the scene on Losantaville Avenue. There are numerous firefighters there on the scene, and our photojournalist there is working to get more information. Be sure to look for updates during this newscast.
Right now at 11, a solution for the Roebling Bridge is in limbo. Tonight, we're told there is no clear timeline to fix the iconic landmark.
The bridge is closed to drivers right now, and that's because a rock fell from one of the bridge's towers last month. One of the biggest problems here on finding a fix, well, the bridge is a historic landmark. It was built in the 1800s, and the fact it's so old creates difficulties in making repairs. 9 on your side's Jake Ryle joins us live with concerns about finding solutions for one of the city's staples. Jake.
Well, fixing the Roebling is going to be a task unto itself. To start, getting up all of the big equipment onto the bridge, well, that simply can't be done. It's too heavy. And on top of that, it's old, it's historic, and it also is precious. And you really can't just put up fencing and start drilling.
The wheels can't turn fast enough for people like Henry Johnson.
You get used to hearing it. They said this bridge used to have like a song or something when you roll over it. You know, but I've never heard it.
We found the bridge buzzing with folks walking, biking, and getting around on scooters. But the all-too-familiar tune of cars passing by has fallen silent.
When I heard it was closed down, I didn't think they was going to reopen it no more. Just because, you know, they was having so many issues and everything.
At the end of the bridge in Covington lies the intersection of Hope.
The community response has been insane.
And Missy Spears, manager of Lil's Bagels.
It's part of the reason we came back, though, is just how many messages she received from people saying, you know, they can be themselves here. It's a special place for them.
The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet says it was planning a big repair job next year. But when debris fell in March, all of that changed.
We hope that whatever's going on, they're able to get fixed and restore it so people can use it again.
The Transportation Cabinet says it needs a plan for a temporary fix, money, materials, and approval from historic preservation groups before repairs can begin.
The bridge has been here, what, 154 years? It's doing pretty well. So I think we're fine. We'll keep walking it.
Someday soon, its Sweet Symphony will once again sing for the Queen City.
It's a treasure. We want to keep it.
Now, as soon as the Transportation Cabinet has a start date as well as a target date that they plan on reopening the suspension bridge, we'll be sure to keep you updated on WCPO.com. For now, reporting live in Smale Park, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side.
All right, Jake, thanks so much. New at 11, a Miami University student is now in the Butler County Jail, accused of keeping a hit list to shoot up fellow students. Cameron Wallace is charged with aggravated menacing. Now, according to court documents just obtained by 9 on your side, Wallace is accused of telling one of his fraternity members he wanted to shoot up the fraternity and that he had a hit list of people he wanted to kill. The university says it's aware of the alleged incident.
Right now at 11, shock and outrage tonight as police look for whoever did this. They spray painted multiple sites at the Reds Urban Youth Academy. What a scene, including Mr. Redlegs there, that bench at the entrance to the ball field. 9 on your side's Kristen Swilley joins us live right now with reaction from those who use this facility. Pretty unhappy, I'm sure.
Absolutely, Craig. Good evening. You can see Mr. Redlegs took the brunt of the vandalism here. There's actually 2 other buildings here on site that were hit with that same green spray paint. Now Cincinnati police and parents want to know who's behind this.
When I first walked up and I seen it, I thought it was just horrible.
Mark Burns is here twice a week watching his son play. For him, this ball field represents opportunity.
And the Reds has always been generous and opened up the facility for us, for the inner school, for the inner city kids, whatever.
He coached here. His son went through the Reds RBI program.
It's designed for kids to have something to do, outside of school, to keep them occupied.
Which is why a little bit of spray paint is such a big deal.
Before the Reds even had an opportunity to put this, to spend the money that they put here, it was just a place to hang out.
He says what the Urban Youth Academy has done for this community makes the team and its mascot worthy of respect.
And knowing that the red leg guy, he's just sitting there just about his own business, and just to see the color painted green, I just thought it was just pretty awful for someone to do such a thing.
And he's not alone. Barbara Payne comes here from Amelia to watch her grandson play.
Well, when I walked up, I couldn't believe my eyes.
And she wants whoever did this to come forward.
They need to learn a lesson, that they ought to have to go out there and scrub it. Because I think I took my fingernail on it a little bit, and I think they can get it off. So that person should spend, I don't care how many hours, to scratch it and trying to get it off.
Now, that vandalism was discovered here this morning. There is no word yet on whether the security cameras that they have here on site were working and whether they may have captured whoever did this. If you know who did this, give police a call. Reporting live, Kristen Swilley, 9 on your side.
And we sure hope they can fix Mr. Redlegs there. Thanks, Kristen. New tonight, a proposed plan to drastically change the traffic pattern on Liberty Street gets the green light from council. City Council approved that plan just hours ago. We have covered the so-called Liberty Street diet closely for you. The final compromise will shrink the road from 7 lanes down to 6. That includes 2 lanes in each direction, a center turn lane, and then the southern lane will be used for traffic during the day and parking at night. The northern lane, that's parking only. Supporters say the move will make the street safer for pedestrians.
It was really vital from a safety perspective to ultimately get this done, and we're just very excited that council has come to this compromise. And I think while not everybody is happy with all aspects of it, I think it's a great improvement over where we stand right now.
The only council member who voted no was David Mann. He says the ordinance contradicts itself. It calls for community input while saying the 6-lane plan is the final word. Now, it's not clear tonight when the plan will take effect because some construction will need to be involved, of course.
11 at 11 continues with the quadruple homicide of 4 family members in Westchester Township. Investigators saying they are following countless leads and have considerable evidence so far, but no word of any suspects. Police don't believe the shootings were actually random or even a hate crime. Also tonight, we have the radio traffic from the day of the shooting. It paints a better picture of the police response at the apartment complex.
2 individuals down, the amount of blood in the front living room, smoke alarm going off.
Now, the Westchester police chief says this case will be the department's top priority until those who committed this crime are held responsible. New at 11, Attorney General William Barr will not testify before the House Judiciary Committee tomorrow about the Mueller report. That's according to the Justice Department. And now Democrats may find Barr in contempt of Congress. Barr did testify before the Senate in a contentious hearing, though, today.
New tonight, a traffic alert to let you know about near Winton Hills. Gray Road is closed between Argus Road and Winton Road until Monday. Crews are working on repairs. Detours are in place to get to businesses in that area. Well, in our continuing series, Tiny Life Lost, 9 on Your Side is looking at the problem of infant mortality in Cincinnati. According to Cradle Cincinnati, the infant mortality rate for black babies is at a crisis level. For every 1,000 African-American babies born, 17 die before their first birthday. That's more than 3 times the rate of white babies.
The data screams at us to focus on African-American families, African-American babies, to include them in as much of the work as possible.
Well, some of that work involves bringing African-American women and mothers together to share their experiences. They formed a group called Queen's Village. It allows the women to come together and share their stories, listen, learn, even celebrate in a stress-free environment. Tomorrow night at 6 on 9 on Your Side, we're going to look at whether implicit bias plays a role in infant mortality.
Coming up, Coming Together, a North Carolina university to honor the victims of a deadly campus shooting.
His sacrifice saved lives.
The victim being called a hero tonight.
2 judges shot outside an Indiana White Castle. Their conditions tonight and the moments leading up to the shooting.
Plus, a new look for Facebook, the big changes for the social media site, and the company's push to make life easier for you. We're back right after the break.